Hello everyone, getting ready to post my very first YouTube video, and I just kind of want to start and show you what all it is that I actually am doing. My setup's a little different because I added a microwave down here, which I'll show you in a minute. But here is, I don't know if you can see that, not very well. Anyway, here is my recipe, and I taped that to the wall because it seems like now that I'm getting older, I can never remember anything. So anyway, I post it here. This seems to, I've done this one time before and it seems to work really well. So I'm going to start doing this from now on. And you probably can't see the little numbers and stuff, but I will explain what everything is. This is going to be a 2-pound batch. So I have 32 ounces of oils, which equals 100% of my batch weight. I'm using a premixed lye 1:1, so I need 9.41 ounces for this particular batch of soap, and then I want it to be a 33% lye solution, so my extra water is going to be 4.85. I also am going to be super fatting at a 7%. I'm adding sodium lactate, and I also have silk in here, both of which are going to be added to the lye. The silk has already been added to my lye master batch, so that's what's saying here in my notes. My sodium lactate is going to be added to my lye water. Titanium dioxide is going to be added for coloring, and I do add that to my water, my extra water that I put into my lye water. And then my base is going to be yellow. I'm going to have a coral swirl, and I'm going to add coral locking shimmer mica, and then I'm also going to do a green swirl as well, which is going to be hydrated chromium green, which on here, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but it says green. I will change that, it's going to be green. And then also this is going to be scented Ylang Ylang essential oil, and so all of that is here in my notes and on my posted recipe. This is just for mine. I don't care. I'll probably throw this away. I keep all of my recipes in my soap maker program, so I can print them out at any time. But here's kind of my setup. This is where my tripod's going to be when I'm not holding my camera. Here's my gloves and my stick blender and the shaft, and then there's the titanium dioxide. You won't see my goggles on the table because I have them on my eyes because my lye water is there, but these are all everything that I'm going to be using. This is yellow oxide that I'm going to be using for my base. This is the Ylang Ylang essential oil, and I looked up the IFRA, and it says that it's safe to use 5% on wash-off products. I think that's too much, so this is only going to be about 3% of my total batch weight, my total soap batch weight, because I've heard that it's, you know, it makes people prone to headaches. People who are prone to headaches have problems with this scent. I'm one of those people, but with pouring it into here, I haven't really had a problem, so let's hope that that stays the case. And then here is my chromium green that I'm going to be hydrating, and then my my coral oil locking mica shimmer. And then here is my premixed lye that already has silk in it. I measured out, this is the 9.4 ounces. And then this is the water that I will be adding to it. And then here are my oils. And here's the microwave that I just put in here actually last night. So it gives me a little less room to work with, but I think I'll be okay. Oh, and one thing I don't have is my mold. Let me get that real quick. And there's the mold. That's the mold that I'm going to be using. So once I get everything mixed up as far as my water in my lye and some water in my micas, I will be back, and hopefully this will be able to, you'll be able to see everything I'm doing. Thanks guys, see you soon. Okay, I just wanted to quickly show you that I have gotten everything mixed in. I've got my green chromium hydrated. I've got my coral hydrated. It doesn't really look too wet, but once I add the soap mixture to it, it'll be fine. And then I've got my base right here. Sorry about the camera kind of going wonky. Once I get it stabilized, it'll be much better. But there you have it, and we will get started in just a few minutes. Okay, everyone, I think we're finally ready to make this soap. I've got everything. I've got my colors all mixed in. I mix my scent in with my oils before mixing in the lye. I just find it's easier that way, and I soap at room temperature, and unless it's a scent that absolutely is going to season rice on me, I find that this slows down acceleration immensely. Here's my lye that I'm getting ready to put in there. I wish you could smell this. I don't know how many Ylang Ylang fans there are out there. I've never smelled it before. I just bought the EO on a whim because it was on sale, and oh, I love it. I'm not much of a floral person. Don't really like them, but this one, oh, I really like it. It's really a nice scent. So now we'll start to mix it. These will come in handy later. I used a lot of spatulas. Let's see. I bring this just to emulsification so that I can split it out. It's already getting a little thick, so of course my oils, my basement's been really, really cold lately, and I use 60% hard oils in my mixture, and so even when I master batch, if it's really cold, they'll get semi-solid, and so I put these in the microwave, which I just got the microwave down here last night, and I mainly bought it, or I didn't buy it, it's been one that I've had forever, that we just didn't use, so I confiscated it for soaping, but I mainly brought it down here for my melt and pour, so that I would have something to melt my melt and pour in pretty easily. And it worked great. The next video that I do and the next soap that I make is going to be a raspberry soap, and I made melt and pour raspberry toppers, and both my son and my husband, they're so funny. They're like, oh man, and they came to me and they're like, what did you do to us? And apparently both of them tried to eat one of them, and it's just soap, it's not raspberries, because they look so real. So that was a pretty nice compliment on that. These back so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll try it. Maybe I'll pour this way so you can see. See how thick that's getting? It got really thick really quick, but maybe it's because it is a floral, and florals tend to do that. They also tend to overheat, so I'm not going to really gel this one. I mean, I might put a blanket over it, but I'm not going to really overheat it too much because I don't want it to overheat, separate, you know, anything like that. And these, I love these spatulas that I got. I got 3 for $1 or 3 for $1.50 or something like that at Walmart when they were on sale, and they are the best spatulas ever. I got one at the dollar store for $1, so the ones that I got at Walmart were actually much cheaper, and the ones I got at Walmart were also, surprisingly enough, much better. But look how clean I can get my pot. I mean, it's just, there's no soap in that at all. Okay, this swirl is going to be tricky because it's so thick already. It's already getting like really hard. It won't even pound down. So I may not even be able to mix my colors very well. It's really super duper thick. That's a pretty green. I didn't exactly do this right anyway. I was going to save some of that yellow out to do a spoon swirl, but I'll spoon it and then put some of this. I'll leave out about that much for the topper. And then you guys can see how I actually do my topper the way I do most of them. When I do my spoon swirl, this is how I do it. I just take the spoon and go down the middle and just, this may not work very well because it's so thick, but I just twist it around just like that. And then I take it and I switch it around and go the other way down the other side. And I go all the way to the bottom, or at least I try to, and pull that up. Like I said, it's much easier when the batter is not quite so thick. But we work with what we have. And then I don't know if you heard my granddaughter is trying to call me. So, no, stay upstairs, babe. I'm making soap. Close the door, please.
No, I want to.
I'll be up in just a minute. I'm going to pound this down and then kind of smooth it out a little. Knives are banging all over the place here. Okay, and then just take what's left of my batter, try to skinny it down. That's one thing. Another thing I love about working with gloves, I can just do this and not have to worry about it. So there's that, and then I take a knife. I bought these little paring knives at the Dollar Tree too, and I don't quite like them as much as I like my little paring knife that I've had for probably about 30 years now. I love this thing. And this is, then I just take it and kind of swirl it around to try to get all the colors incorporated. And then of course, I think this soap is going to call for some glitter since it's supposed to be girly and flowery. Plus I love glitter. I don't know, I never used to be a glitter girl. I hated it, but now I love it, so I will use it. And then yeah, that's just all I do. I kind of do those patterns like that. And try to get it up off the sides, and I try really hard to get it up off the sides, and I'll show you why when I go to lay it to rest. That doesn't sound right. When I put it to bed. Okay. It smells really good. Hopefully you don't see how crazy my hair is. I didn't take a shower this morning. I just got up, brushed it, and got dressed and came down and started making soap since I'm off today. Let's see, should I use... I think I'm going to use my iridescent yellow and my iridescent white. And I haven't gotten these transferred to my glitter shakers yet, so I just use this little milliliter thing, fill one up, and then just kind of over the top of it. That's enough of the iridescent. It's really sparkly. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but it's really pretty. And then the yellow. This is a really bright yellow, but when you put it on there, it's not near that bright. Well, maybe it is. But so there you have it. That is my Ylang Ylang essential oil glittered top semi-swirled soap. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, you wanted to, I was going to show you how I put this to bed. Okay, I do that, and then I add plastic wrap to the top. I found that by using plastic wrap, I don't have to spray it. I don't really have to do anything. I just have to be careful not to smush the top, but I don't get ash when I do this. So, at least I never have. That's not to say I never will, but I do that, and then I grab another, because I've got 4 of these molds, and I just turn it upside down, and then usually I put it inside of a medium-sized box like this with a towel, with towels surrounding it, and then I put towels on top of the box. Well, because this is a floral and it's prone to overheating, I'm just going to put it in the box with 1 towel over it and hope that I don't get a partial gel on it, and it's, you know, the floral scent heats it up enough to do its thing without me having to promote it too much, because I don't really want the tops to fall. I've had that happen a couple of times because I've over insulated it. But we'll see. You know, if it happens, it happens, and if not, it'll be a pretty top soap. So there's that. All right, guys, and I will open this up tomorrow afternoon and cut it. Not sure if I'll do a cutting video, but now that I'm doing the videos, I most likely will, and you can see me cut it. So thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.